Okay, this is it. This is our high-speed Swedish rail service to Stockholm. And this train will call at Malmö, which I believe is the first stop. This is a high-speed service. This is definitely one of the electric power cars. I'm not sure whether there's another one at the other end. These are just passenger carriages. Now this service actually costs about 50% less than the slower service, and I believe the reason this is... Oh, hang on, let's just zoom in. So those are the stations where it calls at. Now the cheaper and slower service only takes 4 minutes longer than this one to reach Malmö. So this one reaches Malmö from Copenhagen in 30 minutes, whereas the slower service takes 34 minutes. And it costs about 50% more because that service is very frequent. It runs every 20 minutes, whereas this one runs maybe twice a day or something like that. It's very difficult to find a time that suits you. So there aren't many carriages. The front one definitely isn't a power car. It's just a passenger carriage. So I'm just going to count the number of carriages here. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Only 6 passenger carriages. This is a bistro. So 6 passenger carriages, including this restaurant buffet carriage. And obviously this is the front of the train because the rear end is where the buffers on the track is, because this station is a terminus, so it ends here and it starts from here. So once again, that's a passenger carriage. This train is scheduled to depart in about 8 minutes.
Du skal have en særlig billet for at køre med toget. The fast train for Stockholm will depart from track 7.
So I think this means it's carriage 6. So we just had an announcement that regular tickets can't be used on this train. And one of the reasons for this, I believe, is because the standard slower service is run by the Danish DSB railway company, which runs the red trains there in the background, the DSB ones with free internet, free Wi-Fi. This one, however, this fast express service is run by the Swedish railway company. So I'm just going to board the train now. Looks like the steps retract upon departure. This is what the standard carriage looks like. This is the bistro. I'm just going to walk through the bistro. Nice food. Microwave ovens. I'm not sure. Toilet here. I'm not sure whether there is a first class accommodation here, but the train looks pretty much similar.
Service ticket. We wish you all the best journey.
this train is scheduled to depart in under 1 minute, and I'm sure they are a lot more punctual than the train services in Britain. So let's see how they get on. I'm just waiting for the steps here to close. That might be the signal for the train on the other platform, but let's see. I think this lever here shuts the doors. I'm not sure if I was supposed to do that, but let's just wait for the train to depart. Yep, so that signal was for the train on the other platform. Our train should be leaving very shortly. Oops, here we go. So typical of any locomotive.
Mina damer och herrar, och varmt välkomna ska ni vara till SJs snabbtåg nummer 538 upp mot Stockholm central. Våran bistro som finns i vagn nummer 5, den kommer att öppna när vi lämnar Malmö. Alltså när vi lämnar Malmö för vidarefärd upp mot Stockholm, då öppnar bistron i vagn nummer 5. Och vi återkommer också med mer information om tåget efter avgång Malmö.
Sorry, as I was saying,
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard SJ service bound for Stockholm. Our bistro in car number 5 will open when we depart from Malmö. The bistro in car number 5 will open when we depart from Malmö. We will return with more information about the train after departing Malmö also.
Okay, so as I was saying before the announcement came on, just like any other locomotive, the train normally accelerates very slowly because there is only one power car. On this one, even if you have two power cars, you only have traction on a small number of wheels that the entire train has. So we have 6 passenger carriages and 1 power car. Therefore, the traction has to be laid down slowly. However, the top speed of locomotives are typically very high. And I'll get a GPS speed reading on our speed when we are moving very fast. Of course, all the passenger carriages have brakes on their wheels to slow down in case of emergency. So it's just the power car's restriction that determines the slow acceleration of this service. So I'm going to stop recording now and I'm going to look for a seat. So I've just been corrected. I thought that Malmö was the first stop on this service, but apparently not. This train calls here as well, Kastrup. And the train just came to a halt, so I will continue recording again as we depart the station. Now it looks like there are a lot of people who will be boarding this train, so I better clear the seat next to mine, and then I'll start recording again just before we depart. Having said that, they don't seem to be boarding the train. Okay, I think the train doors have just closed, so I want to record the acceleration out of this station again, so that we can see once again how slow these locomotives accelerate out of train stations. We just started moving. I see, this is Copenhagen Airport. So in theory, I could take the train here tomorrow. Okay, according to this, we are about to cross the Danish and Swedish border. There's a nice wind farm there. And we just come out of the tunnel and we're in Sweden now.